Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Trisha Coloring with Trish, and I have a new share for you guys, and I got me some Caliart markers. Okay, and I got these like a couple of days ago, a few days ago, earlier this week, and Sunday to be exact. I got them Sunday, and I wasn't going to do a review on them, but I just said, hey, what the hey, why not? Because last night I swatched them in my book, and I'm going to redo these, but I did swatch my book, you know, because I was just up and a little bit bored. So I went ahead and swatched them, and I said I'd go ahead and do a review on these this morning when I got up and I could see the colors, because last night I was in my bedroom. I only had one lamp light on, so the lighting wasn't very good. So I just swatched them because I wanted to do some coloring, but then I ended up not doing it again because of the lighting. So I didn't do any coloring last night, but I did get around to swatching these. And when I was swatching these, I went through them and I pulled out all of the ones that were, you know how they kind of like they're kind of colored or labeled like Copics are, where they have a letter and a number before them. And so I went ahead and put out all the ones that had the Y and then a number and so on, and then I did the R's, and then did W, G, and then blue, G, then B's, then G's, were GG's and G's. Okay, so my thinking was I was quickly aware that that wasn't the case when I was pulling all the colors out. When I was pulling all the one with the Y's, I said these are not yellows, you know, because with Copics, if they have a Y in front of them, then that is in the color family of yellow. Reds are in the color family of red, R's are in the color of red, and so on. So that was more the case with the blues and the greens, but with the Y's and the R's, not so much. The Y colors with numbers, they had yellows, like mostly earth tones, like the yellows and browns and few skin tone colors in there. And also with the reds, they were, you know, mostly reds and pinks and purples. Purple is not an R, so I mean, it doesn't, you know, go with, you know, it doesn't have really much red in it, so purples was in that too. I mean, colors. So, and also had some skin tones in there. So I said, oh well. So I went ahead and did it that way. Like I said, I'm going to go ahead and redo these again. Swatch these again. Simply because I just did them last night because I was bored and I just wanted to see what they, you know, how they do. So I just did them that way. I'm going to redo these later. Here's the greens because I ran out of space. And I am going to put these in the order that I want them in my swatch book. But anyway, so I quickly realized that the number, I mean the Y or the letter in front of the number does not coincide with the color family. So again, the Y's, I thought, well, like all yellows, no, they're like yellows, oranges, browns, and a few skin tones in there, even some coral colors and with the Y's, and so on with the R's. So I went ahead and finished it out, and I said I'll redo them. You know, and again, I just want to see how they look on paper. You know, see how they do. And they're some juicy markers. None of them were dried out. And I think I'm gonna love these more than I use, because I have some Copics. I don't have a lot of Copics, but I got quite a bit. Let me pull my tray out and I'll show you guys my Copics. Now, these are my Copic markers right here that I got in this. So I got quite a few. I think one of them is dried out, and one of the tips was messed up on because I kept putting the cap back on. I wasn't being careful putting the cap back on. I think it was the black, and my black, yeah. See, I messed up my chisel tip on that. So it's kind of messed up. It's all, yeah, bent up. So some of these colors I need to replace. Well, I think that's the only one, the black. But my other colors, they're fine. I mean, they are there, and I had these for a while. I got a few Spectrum Noirs because they came with a I got a airbrush type thing where you can put your markers in. And these Spectrum Noir markers, so that's the only reason why I have these, because they came with a machine that I got. So yeah, so these are my Copics. Some of them, most of them are Copics Kyos, but some of them are Sketch. Yeah, this is a Copic Sketch. The ones that shape different. Those are the Sketch ones. So those, nope. So these are my Copics, and I don't, like I said, I've had these for a while, and they're still good. I use them on occasion. I just don't have a lot of color like that, so that's why I went ahead and got these Caliarts for like 60 bucks, and it's 100 of them, so I'm liking these. So again, these are the colors that I swatched last night. All the Y's and the R's, then WG's. And when I finally got finished, I went and looked at it, and I figured out, I said, well, these, I looked and see they was grays. Well, I went to somewhere online. I said, those must be warm grays. And then these blue grays, it says BG01, and then it was some GG's on one. I think they was green grays. And then I go back and I look at the markers, and they actually have names too. On the little, what a barcode is, there's a name there. Like, oh cool, so they do have names. So this one, let me see. So I was looking at these, and I like, okay, like this one, it said and this is a GG07. Like I said, the GG numbers, I thought it was green, gray green, and I was right. So this one is actually literally green gray. So I was gonna, I said, well, cool. Now when I re-swatch these, I'm also gonna put the names down too. So they do come with a name, which is cool. Like the same thing with my pencils. I'm really not particular about if they come with a number or a color name. One or both, or one or the other, I don't care, as long as I can identify them some kind of way. So that is cool that these do come with a color name. So I don't know if any of you realize that. If you got these markers and didn't know if they had names on them, they do. They're on this little barcode sticker there. And again, you guys know about the Copics. They come with a number and a name. So yeah, and they're on the pencil, on the marker. So so that is what I get, and these are my greens right here. Now with the bees, with colors, they're pretty much all blues, except when it gets down here, these are more like blue greens or like aqua colors right here. But then all the greens that start with a G, then they pretty much stay in the color family of green. So these, where my greens start right here, these are green grays, and then all the G's right here. So all the markers marked with a G, except these, no. These are cool grays right here. All these greens marked with G, they are in the green color family. So I didn't realize that, but I was kind of thrown off with the Y's and the R's. So again, I'm going to put all these in order. I'm going to swatch them later again in my book in the order that I want them in the right color family. But so far I'm liking these markers. So I'm going to go ahead and try to color a page, or do at least a little bit. I'm going to find a simple one in my little Enchanted Faces by Hannah Lynn. I'm going to find a simple one and see how they work in this book. I only did one other picture in this book that I used markers with. I used my Copics wick, and then I used colored pencil over it. That's this page. So you see on the back, I used my Copics, and then I went over in pencil. And I've seen that in my previous video when I did all of my colorings for the month. Let me see. That's a simple one, but I really don't want to. I should have made a copy of these, but when you coloring a printed copy on your computer, when you're just using regular inkjet printer, and then you use Copic markers or alcohol markers, the ink tends to run. So I didn't do that. So I'm trying to find a really good one that I could use or try. And I don't want. And I'm not sure if I want to, because I'm really not good with shading, coloring strictly with Copic markers. I have done it on my Julie Nutting's doll stamps, but I really haven't. I think this is a little bit writing, or it looks like it. But I really haven't did it on a bigger image. So wait a minute, let me get my. I'm probably gonna find another piece of paper, because normally I use my. Well, I'm gonna get it because that's what I use. Anytime I'm coloring in any of my books, rather I'm use pencil or markers, I always put my I have a something in between the pages, because I don't want, like, if you press hard, sometimes the ink can transfer. And I forgot what page it was. The ink can transfer on the next page behind it, and with markers, alcohol markers, of course, they will bleed through, and I don't want to mess up the page on the side. So again, I don't know if I told y'all this, but this is just a cutting mat that I got from Dollar Tree. They come 2 in a pack, and I cut it down to size, and I rounded the corners because you cut them, they was kind of, well, the corners are rounded on one end until I cut it in half, so I just went ahead and round the corners on this too, you know, because I'm going to be poking myself and get, you know, sharp or something like that. So this is what I use between, anytime I'm coloring, again, with color pencils or markers, I'm using this in between my pages. So let's hope I don't mess this up. And let me pull out some markers first, see what colors I want to use. And let's see if I can do this real quick. Let's see. Let's go to some Ys. Oh, so I'll show you the colors after I pull them out. I'll give you the color name of them after I can pull them out. I like this case, by the way, too, but I hate when they do this, when you open them up, because then some of them start to fall. But then when you zip it up, I mean, it goes right back in the paste, in the shape, because you zip it up, it goes back to the shape of the case. But I'm really not feeling this case when it's open, when they go all over the place like this. So I'm thinking I'm going to probably try to slip some pieces of cardboard and to keep them, the bag in shape while it's open. So that's the only thing I'm not liking about the bag that they come in. And I really would, it'd be cool if I could get them sectioned off like I got my Copics. Because this is looking for the marker that I need every time I, you know, I'm not going to like that. You know, because my pencils, you know, they're in a pencil case. Those of you know who have pencils in a pencil case, you know, go right to the color. You don't have to be digging for it like this. But I digress. So moving on. All right, so got that color. Let's see. That's what I'm talking about. I gotta find the color I'm looking for. Let's try that one. And one more. The color I've been looking for. And like I said, someone can fall down and be laying in the bottom. Let's see. Y400. Where is it? There it is. Okay. Alright, so move that back. Okay, so I have Y400, and that color name is Raw Silk, and Y411 is Cream, and then Y701, I think, is Salmon Pink. I also have the number. Let me see if you can see that. They have the name and the number also on there. If you can see on the end right here, Right here my thumb is, that's the number, and then they have the name. So let's see if I can do this. And I'm going to be using the and you can't put the caps on the end, so that's okay. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay. So, sorry guys, I'm not talking, but again, it came with this 100 markers, and you get 99 colors plus the blender pencil. I mean the blender marker. And so, I'm liking that so far. Okay. Oh, going in. Yes, it is. Alright, so that's that. That went through. I'm gonna wait. And I'm probably doing this wrong because again, I don't normally paint big color big images with my Copics. I'm usually doing smaller images, so I have enough time to go ahead and work with the next color before it dries. But I'm gonna try to do some more for skin real quick, and then we'll see how it turns out. Okay. Alright, so I guess, guys, I'm not good at coloring big images with Copics or alcohol markers for that matter. So, it's drying, and they blend really well. There's some really juicy markers. Some of them was like, I got the page a little too wet, or got a little too wet, and I had to, because I didn't want any, like, looking like watercolor. So you see me use my finger in there, wipe some of them away. But it's drying, and I like it. So I like it. So far, it's still drying. I'm gonna like these markers. I gotta redo her nose too. but they blend really well so far. So I'm liking that. So I did pull out a third cup. I'm not going to use it. Let's see. I think I'm sorry what I'm going to do as far as review, as far as the blending part. Now, there's some really juicy markers. They are really saturating the page because I went over it like a million times. But I'm going to zoom in. I'm going to pick the book up. Y'all can see it. It's zoomed. I mean, it's blended really well. If I can see that. So, yeah. So, I like it. I like these markers. So I'm going to be doing some more. I'm going to finish this page and then I'll show y'all what I've done at the end of the video. I'm going to finish it off camera. But so far I'm liking these markers. Like I said, the only thing I don't like about them so far is the bag that they came in. It's cool that they came in the bag. Nice storage that they come in. I just don't like the fact that they're falling all over the place. So I'm going to at least try to put in some, well, it's not going to be that much room left to add like real thick pieces of cardboard. But I'm going to try to put something in here stiff enough that will keep the bag, the markers in shape, well, the bag in shape while it's open. See, like I said, once you zip it up, they're back in place, but I can feel some of them lying down. Because like this is what I'm talking about right here. So you go in there and you can reach in, and some of them are laying down in here. And so, and if some of them are like that, then the bag won't close good. You have to work with it. And I don't want to be wrestling with this bag every time I open and close it. Well, close it anyway. But I like the case. But so that is my short review on my Caliart markers, guys. I hope it's useful. And but so far, there's a plus on everything except the bag. It's cool. It came in a bag, but I don't like where it's not stiff, where it holds the contents in place while it's open. So there you go, guys. Go ahead and get you some Caliart markers. They are really cool. Again, I paid, they're $59.99, I think. Oh no, wait, $54.99. I'll put a link down below in the description box. I got them from Amazon. But that's time I checked. When I went back to check my order, I looked at them. They didn't have them available. But they'll come back available because I wanted to get them before, and then I had to wait till they was available again. So soon they're available. That's when I got them. So, but I still go ahead and put the link down below for where I got these at Amazon. And I hope y'all like this review. I hope it's helpful to you. Thanks guys for watching, and y'all have a colorful day. Bye.